Welcome to Discover the Basics podcast from Mastery Learning Systems. This podcast series includes specific tips on how to deliver a given lesson, as well as general Mastery Learning Systems principles and techniques. The series will enable you to get the most out of the classroom and tutoring tested math intervention materials found in the Discover the Basics books. This is session number 2 from the Multiplying and Dividing text, Soccer Teams. Make sure every student has a copy of the soccer team's chart and a blank piece of paper. The teacher begins with 2 simple directives. Take the blank paper and cover all but the first team. This enables students to quickly construct an amount that can easily be counted. The second directive is to count how many players are on one team. Now ask the students, move your paper down. Show just the heads on the next team. Have them count the heads of the players on the second team, you counting the first few heads with them if needed. Ask them, how many are on the second team by itself? Then ask the students, how many players are on both teams together? Then ask them, show 3 teams. Now or with the next team or 2, you can change around your questions by asking them first, how many players are there all together? Then, how many on the third or fourth team by itself? Another way to adjust the lesson for variety might be to ask them, what if we invited 4 soccer teams to our school for a tournament? How many players would that be altogether? Nod your head if you think you know. Okay then, move your paper down and see if you're right. Then ask them, what if we had 5 teams and we had to buy a water bottle for each player? How many bottles would we have to buy? Think first. Now move your paper down and see if you're right. Work your way down the page in order, discovering the facts, not skipping any teams, making up word problems as you go involving shirts, hats, chairs, snacks, etc. As with the number line explored in the previous podcast, through your simple prompts and questions, students are beginning to construct and experience for themselves the 3 basic concepts of multiplication. How many in each group, how many groups, how many altogether. Now it's time to explore the groups out of order. Tell the students, now it's time for fast hands. As fast as you can, move your paper to show 2 teams. Tell how many players you see. Quickly show 10 teams. How many players altogether? 3 teams. How many players? 10 teams. How many? 4 teams. How many players? 10 teams. How many players? How about 0 teams? How many players? 10 teams. How many players altogether? 5 teams. And so on. Without any pressure and without being specifically told to memorize 10 times 11, students are beginning to remember it. In much the same way we learn our way around a new city. We drive around a lot, look around, notice where things are, and gradually learn the city. In another podcast, we'll go over the accompanying problem or partner pages. These specifically sequenced pages enable students to solidify the work they did on the team's chart. You've been watching a podcast in the Discover the Basics series. View the other podcasts in the series to get the most out of the Discover the Basics materials. For more ideas and materials, check out our website, www.masterylearningsystems.com. We hope these ideas are helpful and we welcome your feedback. Thank you for watching.